Hi guys, I just want to show you what I've been up to this week. I'm installing the Power Stop Performance braking calipers on the old truck. I talked with a couple of friends of mine. They said you can upgrade the 2004 to a larger rotor. So I did some research, and you can get everything you need off of Rock Auto if you wanted to, but I found this kit. You find it everywhere: eBay, Amazon, Summit. See right here. Here's your factory rotor. I've never seen anybody do it side by side, so I'm going to do it. Here's your factory rotor, 12-inch rotor. Here's the Power Stop, 13-inch rotor. Now I want to show you the difference in the pads. Significant difference in the size of the pads. This is the stock rear caliper versus the Power Stop. I'm going to put it in frame for you, just so you can see. Huge difference. 2-inch piston single versus 2 3/4 pistons. Hopefully it's going to do the job. Like I said, I had done some research, and a friend of mine over at Blue Collar Hot Rod, he said that it's an easy swap. All you got to do is, for this 2004, get a 2005 front setup for a regular Silverado, GMC, what have you. And on the back, you go with the SUV. So what I did on the front of mine, I ordered a 2005 Silverado kit. And on the back, I did a 2005 Tahoe kit. And I tell you what, I've already done 3 of the wheels. And it's a pretty easy install. If you've ever swapped brakes, don't be scared of this. You can do this install. It's not a big deal at all. Okay, guys, so I cleaned the hub up, put the rotor on, and you'll notice I like to use lug nuts, one opposite each other, keep everything snug in there. Is it necessary? No, you can do it either way, but in my opinion, it just makes it a little easier. So I'll get back with you on the next step. So to make installation a little easier, I like to separate the caliper from the bracket. You don't have to at all, but I think it makes it easier. On this particular style, you can put a wrench right there. 5/8 works good. Pull your bolt loose, hold that, and when you get ready to install it, hold right there, snug her down. It doesn't get much easier, guys, seriously. Okay, so after you separate the caliper from the bracket, you're going to want to snap your slides in, and guys, there's really no way to mess that up. They only go one way. If you get confused at all, just look at your factory setup. It's going to be very similar. And they literally just snap into place. Now, what you're going to want to do, I personally do it this way. That's the pads that are going on there. Put a little bit of grease right there on the point, that area right there. That's what's going to slide. And I'll put a little bit on the back. I'm going to put a little bit on the other point. Little dab will do you. Alright, let's get this thing put on here. Okay, so this is how I like to do it. There's your bracket. Got my pads greased up. Everything's in the clip. And I like to do it like this. You don't have to do it like this, but I like to do it like this. I set the whole thing over the rotor and bolt down the bracket. Okay, so here's the bracket installed, and the pads are on. That's why I like to do it that way. Helps line everything up. Now, the only thing that's left is to put the caliper on and connect the lines and bleed the brakes and let her rip. Okay, there she is with the caliper mounted up. So that is your finished product. Other than hooking up your brake lines, that's it. It's a very nice kit, guys. And if you get confused when you order this stuff, everything is labeled. Tells you which caliper is which. See the label, rear passenger side rotor. There's almost no way to mess this up. So all I got to do now is hook the brake line up, bleed it out. Done deal. Thanks for watching, guys. For those who don't know my truck, we call it sumbitch because it is a sumbitch. Brake bolts left and right. Wheel chock, jack stand. Hey, it'll keep it still. You can see I've already got the front on right there, and they do look nice in there. One thing I will note, if you go with these bigger brakes, go with the 13-inch rotor, you need at least a 17-inch rim to fit over the top of that. So keep in mind the size of your brakes, because you can get a Z34 kit that bolts right on. Now I know a lot of people are going to say, well,